for life. So, all right, I think we're ready to do our Earth spread. It is 8:30 and we are beginning with Earth. So I do fire at 8, Earth at 8:30, air at 9, and water at 9:30 on Saturday mornings live on TikTok. And all of these readings will be posted on my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat, on Monday morning. So welcome. Thanks for being here, you guys. It makes it a lot more fun having you on here. Do drop in the comment section your sign. Sun, moon, and rising. That's too many to be us. All right, let me focus. What one does it want to be? What one does it want to be? Okay, there we are. So we're coming up. Ooh, that's never good in a tarot reading when the reader sees a card and goes, ooh. But we're coming up with this, our earth signs are coming up. So we're talking Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn are coming up as the 9 of Swords. We'll get into that in just a second. On these general readings, you guys, for the week, I lay down just a general Celtic cross spread. I'm reading general energies, so I like to do that spread for that. When I open my member section, I have all other kinds of spreads I can do, and personal readings, and we'll do extended reads and stuff like that. So we're coming up as the 9 of Swords. We are being crossed as our challenge obstacle. Oh my God. Okay, earth signs out there, this week is going to test us, test you. I am a Capricorn moon, okay? So my moon sign, your moon sign is like your private you. And I'm a Capricorn moon. And we're being crossed by the devil as our challenge obstacle awareness. 2 of the darkest cards in tarot. I have a video on my YouTube channel in Learn Tarot with Kat, the scariest cards in the tarot. I made it for Halloween, all the scary cards and how to understand them, what to make of them. So anyway, check that out. We're doing real good, or we could just cover it all in this reading here. Here we go. Beneath us, we've got justice. We're bringing justice with us. Oh, thank gosh. We're bringing justice as part of our subconscious tool shed. Oh, wow. I love it. Oh, gosh. We're stepping out of the Hierophant. Now, look at these. They're such similar cards. Justice and immediate past, Hierophant. They're almost they're same red robe, same forward-facing posture, and similar energy pathways. Interesting. Okay. Crowning us. Crowning earth signs. In our crown, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Juggling energies. Oblivious to the waves in behind us. Okay, stepping into the immediate future. Oh, beautiful. Good. Good. We could use the card of happy home and hearth. This could be weddings. Could be a birth. Could be somebody announcing that they're going to have a baby. I don't know. Don't know who that might be going to. Us in our environment, earth signs in their environment this week. Oh, beautiful. Well, hallelujah. When we're feeling these 9 swords and we're crossed by the devil, thank you. We are feeling the sun card. That's beautiful. Just joy, happiness. Yeah. Comes right before judgment and the world. Gorgeous. Okay. Our environment around us, earth signs this week, or the way our environment sees us sometimes, depending on the reading. Oof, that's so beautiful. And goes with your sun card, 10 cups. Beautiful environment around you this week. So now the swords and the devil don't seem like such a thing anymore. We've got this, you guys. I feel like we're focusing our energies the right way now so that the devil ain't no thing. I love it. Okay, hopes and fears section here. Yes. The Lovers card, the 6th major arcana. Look at the volcano in the center. Beautiful angel up there with, love it. Action, passion. It's not just lover like sexual lovers, but it's that too. But it's gorgeous, and it's a 6. And I'll get to the 6 energy, and it's a major arcana 6. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. And again, look at all the major arcana. Okay, this is my second reading, but my last one for fire signs, if you missed it, it'll post on Monday morning on YouTube. Had a lot of major arcana, but we've got a lot. We're crossed by the devil. We got justice. We are stepping out of the Hierophant. We're feeling the sun. And then we got in our hopes. I'm sure it's hopes is lovers. Final potential outcome. Final potential outcome. Beautiful. Another 6. A 6 of wands. To follow the sixth major arcana, the Lover's card, 6 of wands. That's a beautiful potential outcome. Love it. I always say potential outcome because the future's not set. This doesn't predict the future. We talk about energies. We talk about, and call it God, call it source, call it love, call it light, whatever you want to call it. That's what this is about. And the more, as an educator, I learn about science and quantum physics and language and frequency and how AI works and all this stuff, it is all gelling and making so much sense and why it all goes together. And that's what this is. So I don't channel spirits. This is about understanding energy. And this is about understanding quantum physics and understanding manifestation. So the future is not a destination we are all traveling to that's preset. No, we are all creating alternate futures all the time, every moment, by what we are thinking, feeling, doing, saying. Especially saying with feeling, because we're talking about tone and frequency put out into the world. Yeah. Okay. Getting off that soapbox now. There's my educator popping out. I have another channel, YouTube channel, that I'm going to be launching hopefully in the spring, because I'm still building it out, but it's called Cat Cutting Class, and it's more of an education channel. I do already, and they post on my tarot channel, these grammar hacks, these grammar frequency hacks. Does your really love you? You're a Virgo and he's a Libra. Okay. Virgo and Libra. Okay. We'll consider that. We'll think about that. Libra's an air sign. Virgo, but I got to think about whether it's fixed or mutable. It's not fixed. Aquarius is fixed air. I believe okay, now I'm going off on a track. Oh my gosh. So, Gia, you're going to have to go click subscribe on my YouTube channel and become a show, because I'm going to do all of these kind of questions and take answers and stuff. I don't want to get too off track on our general reading. Thank you guys for being here, though. I really appreciate it. And all of these will get posted. If you missed any, they will get posted on my YouTube channel Monday morning at 6 a.m. That's what I'm recording them for. I got a camera up there as well. So this is our final, this card will read upright or reversed. This is from my Arcanum deck. We'll read it upright or reversed. It'll give us further clarification or confirmation of this reading. And there it is. We'll keep it hidden until the end of the reading, okay? All right. So, and then when I hit 9 o'clock, when I hit an hour, I think TikTok pops up with but if I have plenty of people on here, they just let me bypass it, let me keep going. So we'll see about that. All right, Earth signs. So this is for the coming week for Earth signs. We're coming up with one of the darkest cards in the tarot. If you go to my dark cards, scariest cards in the tarot deck, this is definitely up there. I rank them. Death is low on the list. This is higher than death on my darkest cards in the tarot deck. It is the 9 of Swords. This is a card of anxiety, sleepless nights, thoughts that just plague you, that you can't stop. And they've got your thought, and you keep catching yourself going there, and you can't rest. That's what this card is. And it's a very dark card. You'll notice all the black in the card. And in the tarot, that's more just the absence of light. It's an energetic balance thing, yin yang thing. So you can't have shadow without light. So it's a lack of light. It's a lack of, and it's troubling because it's here. It's here in our chakra, all in our mind, and that's what we're manifesting. So that's why it's such a troubling card to have, and we're coming up as that. So that's just us this week. We're gonna be, but look, the rest is beautiful. Okay, so let's not panic. Hi, Kiki. Hi, Gia. Hi, Angela. Hi, Deb. Hi, everybody who's on here. Thank you for hopping on. If you miss any or all or part of this, you can always look this up on my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat. I'm in the middle of a general reading for the week for all earth signs. We're coming up as this Nine of Swords, which is a card of anxiety, sleepless nights, lots of thoughts racing. So we're dealing with some racing thoughts that we're going to have to deal with. We're being crossed by the devil as our challenge this week. So the thing that's really important to remember in this devil card, if you can see the picture better, their chains are super loose, like really loose. They could take them, their hands are not bound. They could easily take the chains off. So this is a self-imposed servitude if we decide to keep going back to that. And the devil is anything that pulls you off your forward path. It is addiction. It's toxic relationships. It's all of that. Anything that pulls you away and keeps you from being your best, better you all the time. That's the devil. And that's challenging us, which may be why we have the racing thoughts. We're being challenged. We're being pulled. People are trying to pull us back. We got this 5. We're stepping out of this Hierophant 5, okay? So people are trying to pull us back. And this will happen when you step through, when you're feeling like the sun, like you are, and you're being offered the 10, and you're hoping for the lovers and this, your environment will try to pull you back. And people in your environment will try to pull you back energetically. And that is when the devil creeps up and you're going to be tempted and you're going to want to go back. You're going to, and maybe even sometimes slide back, whatever. That's challenging us this week because of the beautiful things we're experiencing and going through. That's the important thing to remember and looking forward. So this is such a cool reading because, okay, look. We ourselves are justice. Okay? So justice comes after the Hierophant. Okay, they're very related. But justice comes along much later in the Fool's journey. And I'm not going to try to guess the exact number because I'll mess it up. I think it's right after the Hangman, I think it's right after the Hangman, maybe. But it's like more than halfway through the Fool's journey, and he encounters genuine justice, genuine like things coming around, like karma coming around, and things finally like true justice, not lip service. Okay, but true justice. We're bringing that. We're bringing karma. Earth signs are bringing karma as part of them in their subconscious tool shed. That's cool. Number one, and that I think it's like. I don't want to misspeak what number it is. 10 or 11. So it's great. Look what we're stepping out of in our past. We're stepping out of the wannabe justice card, okay? They're copying each other almost. Okay, how do I say this? Wannabe justice. The Hierophant. And that's a little cruel because the collective is important. So let me explain the 5s and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the 5th major arcana. Hierophants were religious people who were responsible for giving the rules and the laws to the people so that we all can live together. It was very important. It's what allows us to live in such large social groups. So it was important. It was an important part of our path and our development, learning social norms and social rules. So the Hierophant represents all your groups. This is your church groups. It's your political groups. It's your PTA groups. It's your work groups. And within your work, you might have different groups. I'm an educator, but I was an administrator. So you got your administrator. It's funny. I went from being a classroom teacher to administrator. All of a sudden, all my teacher friends treated me like I'd crossed to the dark side. It was really weird. Anyway, then I went into private publishing. I'm back in the classroom. And anyway, so this Hierophant is the one in charge of doing that, instilling that, making sure we're all following that. And it's important, however, 5s are always a negative off-putting energy. All the 5s in the tarot deck, from the Pentacles to the Wands, they're a negative energy. They're a backwards suck. You have left the stability of the 4s, which we're stepping into a very stable 4, stable home and hearth. But the Emperor is the 4, and you've left the stability of the 4, and the Fool is continuing his journey. Well, guess what? When you try to step beyond the Hierophant, when you try to step out of those social bounds and norms, so you can, that's when people don't like it, and you face the devil, and you have racing thoughts, and all this. Don't know, because it's a backward pull. And then, but we have 6s. We're coming up on the 6s. I'm so excited. So that's what we're stepping out of, that pull. And I feel like that was a lot of 2025 pulling on us and sucking us back. In our crown, we've got this 2 of Pentacles. So this is up here in the crown. So our focus is, okay, even though we're experiencing 9, even though we're having a challenge with our thoughts because we're being crossed by the devil, we're being tempted by old things because of our groups, and this justice that's coming about. But we up here are focused on keeping a balance, juggling. Pentacles are health, wealth, finances. So we're trying to keep those areas of our life more in balance. And that's where our thoughts are. That's the chakra. So balance is good. Temperance is good. And usually 2s are a fork in the road. You're making a change. You're diverting from the norm. We're stepping into, in the immediate future, this 4 of Wands. I call this the card of happy home and hearth. It's, again, a stable home, and could be news of a marriage or a birth, or stable home relationships. It's a 4. It's stability, but you can't stick in 4 energy forever, because the only constant in life is change, perpetual change. We are the sun, the Earths are coming up as the sun in their environment this week. That is beautiful. That's one of my favorite major arcana, is the sun card. It's right at the end. It's right before judgment, and then the world. Then you start the whole cycle over again. So it comes towards the end of the Fool's journey, which is beautiful, and it's happiness in action, and it's youth, and it's excitement and joy. And so Earth signs are going to be feeling very joyful, very vibrant, very alive in their environment this week, in spite of the anxiety, the anxious thoughts, and being tempted by the devil as our challenge. We're bringing justice, which is beautiful, because justice trumps the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is doing a good job. He's trying to bring some stability to the group. And that's good. That's good. However, it's not always just, right? And sometimes you have to move beyond. Sometimes what happened with the church? What happens everywhere, you guys? What happens throughout history? You start as the Hierophant, and then he gets corrupted. The church gets corrupted. But they have all the power, and then, that's the Hierophant. He's corruptible. He's a 5. They're corruptible. That's the big problem. So that's okay. We don't want to focus on that. Don't feed the bad dog. We're feeling the sun. Look at our environment around us. It's a 10 of cups, not the 9. A 10, new beginning, new start. We're in a 10-year. You're the fire horse. That is beautiful. That's generational fulfillment. You notice it's a whole family there. Little boy and girl, and this is legacy. And that's just gorgeous. That's what your environment is handing you. Just legacy. Our hopes is this Lover's card, this beautiful 6. Okay, so we got a 6 and a 6 at the end of the staff. That means we want to break free of the 5. So when we talk about that 5 backward energy, sucking energy, then I liken it to being on a pair of rollerblades, and you're trying to skate up that hill, and right when you're near the top, that's the 5. That's the 5. And then you reach the crest, and that's the 6. That's I can coast. A 6 it's not the end of the journey. So this is the 6th major arcana. This is lovers. This is making deep connections. Beautiful. This is deep relationships, passionate relationships, but it's also just deep connection with people on a soul and heart level. and forward momentum. Sixes are forward momentum. It's like you got a little bit of a hill, and then it levels out, and you got to be the chariot, and then you need more strength again with the 8 because it's a bigger hill, but that's okay because you've gained strength. Your legs are stronger now. It's a weird analogy, but that's what the 6s are to me. You've escaped that suck of the 5. You've escaped the Hierophant. You can handle the devil, the temptation. You're hoping for that 6, changing that energy. Because look, in your potential final outcome is another 6. The 6 of Wands. This is recognition. This is celebration. This is triumphs. This is finally being recognized for your accomplishments. Getting the kudos you deserve. And it's a 6. It's great. That's beautiful. It's not the end. This is just a weekly spread. So what could our final clarification or confirmation be, I wonder? And I have 9 more minutes until I start our air reading. So hi, everybody, and thank you all for being here. And if anybody missed any or all of this, I'm recording this for posting on my YouTube channel, Tarot with Cap, and these post every Monday morning at 6 a.m. I do readings for fire, earth, air, and water. Please hop on over and hit subscribe. It's totally free. And when I hit 500, I get to open like a members only section. We can do all these cool readings. I could see some of you ask some questions, and I would love to be able to just like pull cards. Like Julia, does Jeremy M have a significant? Oh, I would love to. So hop on over to YouTube, Tarot with Cat, click subscribe. My first 500, and I think I'm up to like 130 or something like that. My first 500 get a free lifetime membership. After that, it'll be like $1 a month. So, and I'll be able to do all these and extended reads and private reads and yeah, but this will be posted over there, and it'll post on Monday morning along with scriptural references that go along with all my readings. I relate it to scripture as well because it's all the same underlying energy as far, yeah. So do check that out. All right, let's see what this could be. I don't know. More about escaping this devil or these anxious thoughts in our crown, or anxious thoughts in our head. We have balance, focus in our crown, which I think is good. Maybe the best we could do right now. Let's see. Let's find out. It's a 5. Poverty. It's the 5 of Pentacles. It's another backwards sucking card. 5 Pentacles. So again, this is the card of feeling left out in the cold. You're outside. No, and there's lights in this church, and you assume the church is full of people doing really well, feeling warm, fed, and you're left out there, okay? So I feel like because we've experienced, I feel like this goes out to all of us, and I include myself, who grew up with these mental spells of lack and the lack mindset, or scarcity mindset. The mindset that there's only a fixed amount of stuff in the world, and if I give some stuff, then I won't have as much. Blah, blah. That's a scarcity mindset that's totally false, first of all. The universe is abundant, right? And so when you get the 5 of Pentacles upright, it's important to remember, look, you are not alone. You've got somebody with you. That's the time you need to kind of channel that Hierophant and realize we're all together in this. We're not alone. We're not alone. And you also don't want to focus on your lack, because then you manifest more of it. It's really hard in times like this. This is okay, here we go. So we're coming up this 9 swords. So this explains it. Now I know what's giving us the 9 swords thoughts. We're having thoughts of lack and scarcity and being afraid of losing things either health-wise or financially. And so we're worrying about that maybe. So what is important to do in these times, and it's hard sometimes. First of all, I highly recommend writing down some affirmations to the contrary, where when you wake up in the morning and you just take a deep breath, and you're just like, for me, I do this every morning. I do my gratitude like routine every morning, and I'm grateful for this warm bed. Thank you for this whole house over my head. Thank you for, and I just wake up when I focus on that emotion, and then I have something by my bed. It's like a vision board, and I've got some affirmations written down. Take a deep breath, do a couple yoga stretches, couple sun salutations, and then I sit there and I verbally out loud speak some affirmations regarding my wealth and abundance, and that's it. And I just trust the universe to bring, and then I try, that helps. That's the routine. So thanks, you guys. So that's what I recommend. If you're focusing on your lack or feeling left out, please, we need to shift that. That's how the devil pulls you back. That's your challenge. Devil's going to suck you back in when you're feeling like that. And you will, as your potential outcome, experience triumph and kudos. And I feel like even better. Oh, I can't wait for next week's reading. All right. So I'm going to wrap that up for the earth signs. In 5 minutes, I'm going to be starting my air reading for the week. So thank you guys for being here. All you who locked on. Oh, thank you guys for following on YouTube, Leah. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. And you guys, this is only my 3rd TikTok live. I'm very new to TikTok. I'm enjoying it in ways, and it's a learning thing, and I'm an educator, so that's good and cool, I guess. Hi, Kirsten. So if you missed any of these readings, they get I'm recording them right now. I've got a couple devices here, and I'm recording them, and they will post on my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat, on Monday morning at 6 a.m. So welcome. Hi, if you just joined. I'm about to begin in about 3 or 4 minutes the weekly readings for all air signs. So that would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I know, Aquarius is air. Weird, right? It's fixed air. Aquarius. So I always have to say air Aquarius, because I used to want to think it must be a water sign, right? No. There's good reasons for that. I'll do more videos about learn tarot and stuff and all the zodiac connections and whatnot. I don't go too much into that in these general readings. So do be sure to go over to my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat. Hit that subscribe. My first 500, and it's creeping up there quickly now. My first 500 are going to get their memberships free. I'm just going to give them a free membership for life off the bat, because I need to hit 500 to be able to open my member section where I can do these other reads. I've had people popping in the comments section here, questions, and I would love to flip a card for you. And it's like, here, let's pull a card on that. And I just can't do it right now for these general readings that are going to be dropping. So thank you, Leah. Do be sure you pop on over there and hit the like button. I have several readers that I follow to do my readings. Even though I always see myself in these readings, I try not to think on myself too much as I'm doing these readings. I prefer to have my readings done for me by someone else to get a different, I'm constantly learning. More things about the tarot. Like I just learned that the major arcana are associated to musical notes, and that you can drop them in and you can create a melody from every reading you do. I think that's so cool. I like music. I come from a musical family. I play the flute. Anyway, okay, this is going to be our reading for air signs. Let me shuffle in our Arcanum deck as well. I do a special shuffle on this one where I turn them right side up and upside down, because we do read it upright or reversed at the end of the reading. So we give these a special shuffle, and we will get ready for our air sign reading. So, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. I'm giving these a pretty good shuffle. We're going to get started here with air, you guys. Thank you, guys. And thank you for, nothing more than tapping your screen. I know you could give me hearts. I think that helps me out. Thank you so much. Oh, and somebody gave me a rose. Thank you. I do pop onto your lives, you guys, when I'm on TikTok, and I give it a listen, and I give love as much as I can. And thanks for the fan club. Oh, I love it. Last time I was on here, somebody was giving me cranes and hanging lights, and so it was so neat. I'm having fun with that. Thank you, guys. And I will get you all back. I'm still learning this stuff, so thank you.